Hello, Munch here, and welcome to another episode of Getting Hammered. Season 3 is nearly finished, and we are 4 games away from the Premier League title. No games have been played from our last episode where you saw us lose 1-0 away to Torino in the Europa League, but qualify for the semi-finals, and obviously the 4-1 thrashing of Arsenal at home. Fiat up with a hat-trick there, the boys been on fire! Today we have games against Bournemouth at home and Chelsea away in the first leg of the Europa League tie. That is a big game. I've been thinking about it off camera because pretty much my life now revolves around Football Manager at the moment. I'm enjoying it so much, and it's going to be hard because I think in some ways we might have to sacrifice the Europa League to win the Premier League. I don't think I've got the squad to be able to win both. I don't know what to do. I think what we'll do is we'll get through it because the Bournemouth and Palace games are a bit easier than the City game coming up second to last at the end of the season. So what I think we'll do is we'll play a strong team away at Stamford Bridge. If we get a result there, then we go for the Europa League as well. We'll just try and get both. We now have 6 games that will define this season. I never expected to win the league in my third year, or at the start of this season. I didn't think we had the squad for it, but these boys here have been absolutely outstanding. So I think we can tell where the priorities lie today. It's sort of mixed lineup, and it's the 4-1-2-3-0 formation against Bournemouth. We're saving the team for the game against Chelsea. It's going to be a massive game midweek. I really want to come away from Stamford Bridge with a result. If we don't, then we'll focus mainly on the Premier League and just say Europa League can sit down. We don't need to win it to get to the Champions League now. We have got it confirmed. It'd just be nice to get a trophy in the bag. Line up for today then. Herideki's in goal with Felix and Diop, who seem to make quite a nice little partnership. The 2 centre-backs. Noble in front of them as the half-back. Cresswell and Tete as the wing-backs. Lanzini is the advanced playmaker with Jimmy Milner and beside him as the Mazzala. Moise Kean retains his starting place as the inside forward. Forgan Hazard playing as a second striker. And Riccardo Orsolini is going to be our inside forward on the right hand side. Brenner and Arp are both on the bench if necessary. It wasn't the best team talk, but I've managed to fix it. I have gone and had a look at the site that was mentioned in the comment section about this formation, had to look at the team instructions. I had a look at it and it did make sense to me, although having said that, I did enjoy the way that we played against Torino because we did boss the game. So with that in mind, I'm going to stick with what we originally had, and I may need to change it around. The only thing I was really thinking I might change actually is go from the counter to a control mentality. Of course, the other big one today is the Manchester derby going on, and City have just taken the lead. So that's not really what we wanted to see, in truth. And it's 1-1 in the Manchester derby. Alexis Sanchez has equalised after 26 minutes, and Bournemouth have a corner here. It's the first highlight of the game. It comes to Jordan Ive out on the right-hand side. He whips it in. Hendrick. It's 1-0 to Bournemouth, but I think it's going to get disallowed. It has, but we've not really impressed in these first this first half an hour. It's not been good. We haven't had really one chance of note. No highlights. It's been very, very poor. Again, we've had a lot of the ball, but we've not really done a lot with it, and that was the one problem we had against Torino. We actually made more chances in that, but we were quite toothless and we didn't finish many of them. It's a really poor first half, so I'm going to tell the boys that I am disappointed. It's still 1-1 in the Manchester derby. What we're going to do, we are going to change it around a bit. I'm going to rest up Moise Kean because he'll be playing against Chelsea. And we're going to bring on Kenneth Brenner and then push the second striker a bit further forward. So now we've actually got it as a 4-1-2-3 or 4-1-4-1, something along those lines. Either way, hopefully this will do the trick. We just need more of a focal point, I think, up front. And there is a highlight here. 53 minutes in, Lanzini has been fouled. Is that going to be a red? Yep, Nathan Ake has been sent off for a really, really poor tackle. Now, this could either go one way or another. This could either be brilliant, or they could literally just sit back and make this so difficult for us. The big guns are on. Up and Sister are on. We've gone back to the 4-2-4. This is now a crucial 20 minutes in our season. We need a result. 10 minutes to go. There have been F all highlights in this game, but there is one now on the 81st minute. Come on, boys. It'd be such a big win. It'd be so important. Sisto whips the ball and it's a poor one, and Adu closes it, and it's fallen to Mario Rui. He plays a good ball to Lewis Cook. We have pushed the defence up, so I'm a little bit concerned, but that's a really poor ball. Hazard's picked it up to Arp. Shift it out wide. It's gone to Aaron Cresswell. Come on, Aaron. I know your delivery is quite good. He shifts it back inside to Milner, to Hazard. That's a really poor touch from Forgan Hazard, who's not had a good game at all. And Jordan Ibe knocks it back to Walker Peters, who knocks it to Cook. Hazard's managed to, I thought he won the ball back, but Ibe's gotten away with it again. Walker Peters to Cook, and maybe this is actually going to be a Bournemouth chance, and that's going to be really frustrating if they get a goal. Cook to Hendrick. He's given the ball away to Lanzini. Lanzini to Sisto. Sisto's definitely going to win that. Brenner misses out on the header. Mario Rui. He's knocked to Josh King, and he's got more pace than you can possibly imagine. He's just running through. He's gone round one. He's finished. Oh, you're joking. What a goal that is by Joshua King. You're joking. Oh, you're joking. Josh King has hit an absolute worldie. Oh, I feel sick. Look at the shots. Piss off. Oh, there's another highlight. 88 minutes in. Oh, I'm feeling sick at the moment. Oh, Fiat, what a goal. A draw is still... I mean, it's alright, but it's still not brilliant. But we've managed to say... It looks like we've salvaged a point, but... I'm normally more excited, but I'm just feeling a little bit sick by what that goal, that Josh King goal, has literally knocked me for 6. Let's watch our one again. Sisto again, obviously with the assist. Great ball into Art, great control, and what a finish. A turn and hit. The boy is on fire at the moment. Come on, we can do this. The time is ticking away. We're not going to get anything. It's going to be a 1-1 draw against 10-man Bournemouth, and United have won in the last minute. That's actually really good. No, that's brilliant. If United have won in the last minute, that means City have dropped all the points. United were a bit further behind us, so actually this has worked out quite well. No thanks to the team, it was still appalling. And I'm going to tell them that that was not good enough. But either way, I don't care at the moment. That's a brilliant result for us. So that puts United 6 points behind us, and City are now 7 points behind us, but they both still have a game in hand. I'm disappointed in the Bournemouth result. I thought we'd do better. Someone's let leak. Manuel Lanzini let leak that I was not happy with how we performed in that game. The bottle job could be real. I didn't realise we've actually got a week until the Chelsea game, so maybe I should just play my first team. I'm crumbling under the pressure. I should just play my first team lineup, and they would have had a week's rest. I'm bottling it so badly. Oh God. Okay, right. I'll see you at the Chelsea Europa League game. No more muck-ups. No more. We can't afford another result like that again. No more. Welcome back, viewers. I've just realised that this is where the two Manchester clubs have their game in hand. Man United's is at home to Watford, and City's is away at Newcastle. So, fingers crossed they both drop some points. Okay, so United and City have just played their games in hand, and as you can see, it's unrelenting at the moment. United won 4-0. Romelu Lukaku again with more goals. He's got 25 and 32 games. One appearances off the bench. That is mighty impressive. And City also won 2. Is that Haidara? It can't be the Haidara. No, it's not. I thought it was the Haidara from I can't remember his first name. From Newcastle, ironically, but no, it's not. God, he's some player, isn't he? Bloody hell. So that leaves the table as we would have expected, to be honest. City are 4 points behind and United are 3, with only 3 games left for every team. What a title race this is turning out to be. Oh my God. So here we are, viewers, the Europa League semi-final, first leg, away at Stamford Bridge. Fenerbahce playing Marseille in the Evertai, and we're going back to what we know best. It is going to be our strongest starting lineup. Herideki's in goal, Cresswell de Ligt, Oxford Johnny make up the defence. Drinkwater and Oliveira in the midfield, Keane, Sisto on the wings, and Up and Brenner up front. It is as strong as it's going to get. It's the 4-2-4. We are going to go for it. Going to do similar to what we've done all the way through this competition. We're going to go out there, get the away goals, and then come back and win it at the London Stadium. If we concede a few goals, it is what it is, but we need to make sure we get some away goals, hence the very attacking formation. As we all know, we have to watch out for Eran Zahavi, because he is difficult. And so is Willian and Hazard and Thomas Lemar, who's there now as well. So they got a pretty damn good lineup. Johnny to Sergio. We're moving it nicely already. I like this. This is good, confident passing. Drinkwater to Oxford to Heridecky to de Ligt. We're playing the ball out from the back. And then we hit a nice long one there. Thompson mopping it up. Brenner's got a difficult job trying to beat him today. Pineda, the scum. He tries to get up. That's a good ball forward to Arp. Arp has done. Christensen. Arp to Brenner. Brenner to Arp. He has. Arp. Oh, get in. There's 1-0. What a start. The away goal. Crucial. It was a great ball over the top. Christensen completely misread it, and the lovely little 1-2. That little back heel there from Arp, lovely, to Brenner, who plays a nice ball in, smashes it into the far corner. The Arp and Brenner partnership, oh my word, it's outstanding. Oh my word, Hazard's injured. Oh my god, Hazard's been injured. That had nothing to do with me. I never said anything before the game. So we've lowered the tempo of the play. There's going to be no more pressing now that the game is sort of finding its rhythm and its flow. We've decided that we're going to step off the gas a little bit. I don't want to knack everyone out. There's a big game against Palace at the weekend coming in the next episode, and we need to make sure that we're ready for that. Chelsea do look menacing when they come through. They've not had many highlights, but the stats will tell you that they've been the team really in the ascendancy. But that's a really good ball out, is it? Keane's going to beat Semedo to that. Well done, Moiser. I think we're just on the counter. We're just so deadly at the moment. Not from that, though. That's a poor ball from Keane, and Pineda's knocked it to Kante. He plays it into Lamar. Lamar with a lovely ball over the top. Williams got in behind, and he just smashes it through Herodecki, and it's 1-1. A lovely ball over the top from Lamar. Bit poor from Aaron Cresswell. He's not really followed his man there. I forgot to put Longlet in at left back, so that's on me. Not a great ball from Keane there. He should have picked out Art. Pineda making it tick in the midfield. That's why I kind of wanted to buy him originally, and that's a brilliant ball in from Lamar. William just gets in behind Cresswell. Was caught napping, and before you know it, it's 1-1. Game on again. I feel we're struggling a little bit to get Sisto and Keane involved in the game. So we're going to try and exploit the flanks a little bit, because I feel that's probably where we can get at Chelsea. Having said that, they've got Semedo and Azpilicueta. They are two pretty good defenders. So 1-1 at half time. Not bad. I would take it. If it stays like this, I'll be very, very happy. I'm going to tell the boys they've been unlucky. It's sort of a lie. We've really been quite poor. But going away at Stamford Bridge, it's going to be hard to get points there anyway. Tell everyone I have faith in them. They're all happy. We send them back out. We can get a second here. I really fancy us to win this time. Make ourselves our first cup final of the series. Azpilicueta now throws the ball into Pineda. Pineda to Kante, who is on the yellow, so maybe we might be able to get N'Golo sent off. If we can do that, that'd be brilliant, because it's like having an extra man, having him on the pitch. Zahawi with the ball in a dangerous position, knocks it to Lamar, who's been their best player today. That's not his best ball, though. Sisto's just not quite with it today. He's not having his best game. Pineda picks up the ball to Lamar. Zahawi is completely free in the middle. Oh my God's sake. William makes it 2. Guess what? It's down the left-hand side. Every time I play Aaron Cresswell. Lamar to Semedo. It's not great for Moise Keane, to be fair. He's just not following it, and Herodecki has got to punch that out. I don't know why he's flapping his arms. It's your fault, mate. Mug. And there's a highlight straight from the kickoff. If Chelsea get 30, we really are in trouble. Brenner, poor ball in. That's great from Sergio to Sisto to Keane. You're never going to score there. You have to head that down to Arp. You have to nod it down. Alright, there's a few players that are playing quite poorly. Oliveira's coming off. Jimmy Milner is coming on. And Sisto's coming off. And we're going to get Manuel Lanzini. It's been a while since I had Lanzini out on the right-hand side. It's time for him to put in a big performance. He wasn't particularly good against Bournemouth either, so I'm looking for better from Manuel. Player of the year last year, don't forget. There's 10 minutes left and we're not playing particularly well, so I'm going to take Moise Keane off and we're going to bring Thorgan Hazard on. Just to see if we can mix it up, maybe a bit of a different threat. I don't know. In truth, I'm a little bit... It's a good game and it's been tight, and if we keep it at 2-1, I'd still feel relatively confident of winning the tie overall, but any defeat at the moment just kind of knocks your confidence. That's not really what I want. If we could have come away with a draw, I would have been absolutely delighted. Apart from the little bit of great play they did for the first goal, Brenner and Arp have really been quite nullified in this game, and I think that's just credit to Chelsea. You know, if you can nullify those two, then you must be quite good. Van Bergen here down the right, do not concede a third. Good, okay, it's 2-1. We lose 2-1 to Chelsea. It's not ideal, but I can cope with it. I'm going to tell the boys they're unlucky. It would have been nice to win. They've done what we really needed, which is that we got the away goal. In the other side, Marseille won 2-0. So it looks like it's going to be it should be a Marseille versus an English team. Whether that's going to be Chelsea or West Ham, we don't know. We'll find out in the next episode. Speaking of the next episode, it's going to feature Crystal Palace at home and Chelsea at home. There are going to be no more breaks in time between... Sorry, I was moving into Brian Cox there. Space and time. There's going to be no more breaks in time between any of the fixtures because basically you can't miss any of the game. They're all must-sees, aren't they? So next episode will be Crystal Palace at home and the return leg, bringing Chelsea back to London Stadium, where hopefully we can give them a spanking and go through. All we need to do is win 1-0 or win 2-0. If we concede an away goal, it makes things a little bit tricky, and I'd never back us to keep a clean sheet. So it's definitely going to be dramatic. And then obviously the episode after that is going to be arguably the biggest game of the series. It's going to be Manchester City away again in what could be a title clash, and then that'll be followed up by the final day game against Wolves, and hopefully a separate episode just for the Europa League final. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe, and until I see you again, stay cool.